I said previously that the book of Revelation is surprisingly, once you break it down and look into it, a very well organized and meticulously laid out book. It's very structured, that is to say, in its writing. We had kind of a pre-introduction to everything in chapter 1, kind of just introducing us to the idea. You had chapters 2 and 3, which is kind of a prelude with a message to specific congregations. And then you had chapter 4, which we just finished, which shows us the throne room of God and the spectacle and the splendid nature of the destination that we're all longing to receive. In chapter 5, we're going to see kind of the dilemma that is faced with God's people, which is to say we cannot secure victory on our own. We need help, and that help will come from Jesus Christ. And so that's the theme of chapter 5. Once that is established, then it will continue on in chapters 6 and 7 and 8 as we'll be introduced to the seals of the scroll that is going to be opened. And with each seal that is opened, an understanding about the plight of God's people and a punishment promised to God's enemies is given until the seventh seal is opened, and that seventh seal itself contains 7 things. And when those 7 things are finished, that will open up a new doorway into a new part of Revelation about halfway through the book. And so it's very tiered in the way it's broken down. As long as you follow the pattern of the book step by step, it's easy to continue on and see what is being said. So let's pick up with chapter 5 now. As John is in the presence of God, he's in the throne room of God in heaven. And this is what he sees. Chapter 5, verse 1. I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals. My Bible says a book, it's a scroll. And as you did with scrolls back then, you sealed it with a wax seal so that it could not be opened but by the one it was intended for. The seal was the stamped mark of whoever wrote it. It's his personal insignia, so that you would know if it was broken, then it was broken by the wrong person, then the seal or the paper is worthless. And so here you have a scroll that is written inside and outside. Most scrolls were just written on the inside, but this is written front and back. There's nothing else that could be added to it, in other words. And what is contained in this scroll, we'll find out as we go through the book, is the judgment of God and the victory of the saints. The judgment of God against Rome and the victory of the saints over the same. But it is sealed with 7 seals, 7 being our number for totality. It's completely sealed so that it can't be opened by any ordinary means. Verse 2, and I saw a strong angel, perhaps an archangel, proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? If the scroll contains the victory of the saints, you can't achieve victory on your own. No angel can achieve victory for you. No one can do it. Verse 3, it says, no man in heaven, nor in earth, nor under the earth, no man alive, no man dead, no man in heaven or in the grave, no man at all, is able to open the scroll, nor to look thereon. No one can accomplish their victory on their own. And so that naturally is a sad thing. Verse 4, John weeps, I wept much, because no one was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon. So John laments because that scroll contains our hope, and no one can open it. So we have no hope. Oh no, it's terrible. Verse 5. One of the elders said to me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has prevailed to open the book, and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Now he hasn't actually opened the scroll yet. The elder says he has prevailed to open the book. He has succeeded so that he can open the book. Behold the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Behold the Root of David. Behold the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Because of what he did, he will open the scroll. He died and he rose, and so he'll open the scroll. He accomplished victory for you, so let him achieve it. And that's the verbal introduction to Jesus. So then verse 6, I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God, sent forth into all the earth. So there in the throne where God sits, with the 7 spirits with him, is this lamb. So you have Father, Son, and Spirit all converged into one. And that is Jesus, in whom was the fullness of the Godhead bodily. And look at the way he's described. He is standing, having been slain. Stood a lamb that had been slain. So it's a killed lamb that's standing alive. He's slain, but resurrected. He has 7 horns. Horns represent power. He has the complete and total power. He can open the scroll. He has the power to do so. 7 eyes. He can see everything that the scroll has to say. He can see the victory, and he can share that knowledge with us through this revelation. Verse 7, and he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat on the throne. He took the book from the Father who was on the throne. Verse 8, and when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, everyone having their harps and golden vials of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. They have harps to sing praises. They have vials to offer incense. So this is a scene of worship. This is a scene of rejoicing. And they take them and they sing, verse 9, a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. You are worthy to open the scroll because you have died and risen again. And you have redeemed us with your blood, with which you died, or from which you died, out of every kindred, tongue, people, and nation. A phrase that you're going to hear several times in Revelation, a catch-all for the multicultural, multifaceted kingdom of Jesus Christ. All the different people, all the different cultures, all the different nations who belong to his one kingdom. They sing a new song. They sang then a song of victory. We're still singing it today. But it's a song we can sing because of Jesus Christ. He can open the scroll of our victory. Verse 10. They sing continually, they say, and has made us unto our God kings and priests. You've made us a kingdom of priests, in fact, and we shall reign on the earth. Not literally, we shall have victory over our enemies here on the earth. Today, presently, I have victory on the earth. I reign with Christ in heaven, a co-heir of the inheritance of salvation. 11. And I beheld and heard the voice of many angels round about the throne. We've identified 4, we've identified 24, but this is an innumerable host. The whole of heaven is there. The number of them was 10,000 times 10,000 and thousands of thousands, an unmeasurable, innumerable company of the angelic host. And they're all there, saying with a loud voice, verse 12, Worthy is the Lamb that was slain, to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing. All the things that the Roman Empire said the Caesar was worthy of, Jesus is the only one truly worthy of receiving. He created all things. He's worthy of all this. Worthy of praise is Christ our Redeemer. Verse 14. And the 4 beasts said, Amen. And the 24 elders fell down and worshipped him that lives forever and ever. So the whole angelic host chants in honor and homage to Christ, and they say he's worthy. And the 4 beasts, which reflect his honor and his nature, they say Amen. And the 24 elders who had just been last seen falling down to worship the Father on the throne now fall down to worship the Son of God as well, because he is God also. So he is able to open the seal of victory, the 7 seals of victory. And each one of those seals are going to be opened as we progress through the book of Revelation. The first 4 of which are accompanied by a horseman. 4 horsemen of the Revelation. So we'll talk about chapter 6 and continue on through our study of Revelation next time. Until then, thank you very much.